It's Monday Motivation, and I am super excited about it. Why? It is my birthday, and I'm giving gifts to you. That's right, it's my birthday, but I want to give gifts to you. So, as always, on Monday, I want to come to you and put some motivation in your inbox so that you're encouraged to move about your week and soar beyond. So today, I really wanted to be super transparent like I've never been before, because I have taken a personal challenge for the next 365 days until my next birthday to do something that I know I've been called to do. So with that being said, today we are going to talk about Soar Beyond. You've heard about it, you've heard snippets about it, but I've never really told you the story. And I'm going to tell you the story in a really unique way, and I'm going to give you some points to help you remember why this thing, Soar Beyond, is so important to me. So, as I say, it's my birthday, and I want to give a gift to you, and that gift is me stepping into what I've been called to do. For the past year, I have literally heard the same thing over and over and over again. I have constantly heard, you are amazing, you have this gift, there's something about you, there's something about your energy, there's something about you that when you show up, the atmosphere changes. And I would say thank you, I would smile really big, and I would just keep moving. So recently I really dug deep, and I really, with the help of a friend, had to realize I am not doing what I've been called to do. So today I'm going to celebrate my birthday by doing the thing that I've been called to do. So today I really want you to really grasp that you can soar beyond the drama and trauma, obstacles and hurt of life, and live the life of your dreams. You may ask me, well, how do you know that? Well, you don't know my story, you don't know what I've been through, and I don't know your story. But what I do know is I myself have done that very thing. I have soared beyond the challenges of life and began to live the life of my dreams. And today, my gift to you is to let me help you do that. So, how is this thing really working? So, here's a snippet of my life in about 45 seconds. At the age of 3, I was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. At the age of 6, I was diagnosed with having hydrocephalus, which is water on the brain, and a cyst at the base of my brain, which is inoperable. The doctor simply said Tiffany should be mentally retarded, but I was not. Until things got bad, I was a great student. Then at 9, I had multiple cyst on my left ovary. I lost that. So at 9, I was engaged in conversations about infertility. At 9, I could care less about fertility because I was still a kid. Then other things happened. The shunt that they used to control the hydrocephalus and the cyst at the base of my brain began to malfunction. So I had multiple revisions, and the last revision was the summer before my freshman year in college. So you know the story. Wise people say it this way. Don't cut your hair because that's your glory. Well, by the time I was 19, I had lost my hair 4 times. So hair was not a huge thing for me. But I'm about to be a freshman walking into a HBCU, and I did not want to be bald going into my freshman year in college. But I say all that to say that summer was the biggest challenge of my life. Yes, at 3, I overcame ovarian cancer. At 6, I overcame hydrocephalus and a cyst at the base of my brain. At 9, I overcame losing my other ovary to non-malignant tumors and cysts, and dealing with infertility, and then a number of shunt revisions. But at 19, it all changed. August 1st, 1995, I had to have a revision of my shunt. Surgery I've had a million times, You go in, you go out. You know, life's great. It's something simple yet not so simple. But Tiff will be fine. Tiff was not fine. Tiff went in on August 1st, had her surgery, slept for 3 days. Eyes began rolling in the back of her head where her mom could see the white of her eyes, but there was no answers. I was sleeping all the time. When I did wake up, my vision was doubled. I wasn't walking. There was just a lot going on. And so after 3 days, I was sent home that way. Double vision, not walking steadily. And I have a few weeks before I'm a senior entering into my freshman year in college at a HBCU. And guess what? I have no hair. So long story short, they found out what happened. A couple of things happened. A test that they were supposed to do while I was awake, and they did it while I was asleep. And the other thing was I developed chemical meningitis. Chemical meningitis is where blood seeps into your cerebral fluid and it has to break down on its own. There's nothing that anyone can do. It is painful, it is life-threatening, and it's a process. So by this time, it's about August 5th. Let's not even discuss that I'm going to college in a couple of weeks and I have no hair. I found myself angry. I found myself frustrated. I found myself like, why? Why me? Why now? What's next? And I will never forget, I had an uncle that came by and he was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I was like, what do you mean I'm sick? He was like, yeah, you're sick, but we're praying for you. We're hoping and praying that you get better, and you're giving up, and I know it. He was like, no, you're going to get up out of this bed. You're going to start eating, and you're going to be okay. That changed my life. Within 3 more days, I was up and moving around. Still not 100%, but suffice to say, my first day of college, I showed up. That's the first thing I want you to understand. You have been called to do great things, but you have to show up. Yes, it gets hard, it gets frustrating, it becomes a battle, but you have to be willing to show up. Show up and show out. Show up and be the best you that you can be. I showed up on that campus and I was not what I felt was 100%, but I gave 100%. I showed up without hair. I showed up with staples still in my head, and I showed up not knowing what the end result would be, but I knew I was called to step foot on that campus and to get an education that I did know. So I showed up. The next thing I want you to think about is you have to stand up. There are some things in life that's going to happen to you that are not going to be fair. Honestly, they're going to suck. They're going to come at the most inappropriate times. They're going to come when you think life is great. Something may happen, but you have to be willing to stand up to that thing. At 3, yes, I stood up to cancer. At 6, yes, I stood up to a cyst being at the base of my brain, and I stood up to hydrocephalus. At 9, I faced infertility head on, and yes, I still deal with it till this day, but it doesn't matter because I chose to show up and to stand up. In addition to that, it's not enough to show up and stand up. If you want to live the life of your dreams, you have to serve. Now, I'll be the first to tell you, I serve because that's just who I am. I can go into a place, not be recognized, work behind the scenes. Life is great for me. But when you ask me to serve the world with my gift, I struggle because I don't like being out front. So, the serve I'm going to talk about today is twofold. First, you have to be willing to serve others. The life that you have is not for you. The life that you have is to help someone else. You have to serve others. Now, I don't know what serving others looks like for you, but I know you've been called to serve. For me, over the number of years, it has been being support from my sisters, my friends, my colleagues. It has been being the motivator, the encourager, the glass half full person. That's how I've served over the years. Most recently, service began to look different for me. I have been called to serve you. That's right, called to serve you. I have been called to help you get past the drama and trauma of life and the challenges that you face to live the life of your dreams. When you see me, you do not see cancer. You do not see hydrocephalus. You do not see chronic illness. You do not see the days when I don't feel like getting out of bed. What you see is my service. And I give 100%, and I show up and I stand up and I serve. So the other part of service I want to talk to you about is serving others with your gift. You have been given a gift. You may have been given many gifts. The ability to encourage, the ability to motivate, the ability to empower, the ability to inspire, the ability to speak, the ability to teach. Whatever that thing is, you were given that thing to serve other people. For me, serving other people is sharing my story. And sharing my story with power, with purpose, and from a position of victory and not defeat. I could get on Facebook, I could get on Instagram, I could get on Twitter, and I could talk about woe is me. I battled this, I battled that, I struggle with this, I struggle with that, but I choose not to. What I choose to do is to soar beyond the drama and trauma and challenges of life and live the life of my dreams by serving you. I want to serve you by teaching you and coaching you and showing you that you can live the life of your dreams when you are willing to serve others from a place of authenticity, transparency, honesty, and truth. When you do that, you will be the biggest and best gift to those in your sphere of influence. So, you have to show up. You got to stand up, you got to serve. And the last thing that I want you to know is you have to share. You cannot keep all of the goodness that has been placed inside of you to yourself. You have to really fine tune that gift, and you have to be willing to share it with the world. You have to recognize that there are people that are waiting on you. There are people that are waiting on what you have. There are people who are waiting on the greatness that is on the inside of you. And if you choose not to stand up, show up, speak up, and serve, they will never get to where they need to be because they're waiting on you. So, I told you that it's my birthday and I come bearing gifts. So here is the opportunity for you to receive a gift from me on my birthday. How cool is that? My birthday, but I'm gifting you. This is really what I want to do. I want 10 bold women who will honestly say that they have not quite figured out how to soar beyond the drama and trauma of life to live the life of their dreams, to contact me so that I can share with you how I'm doing that thing. I really want you to think about what it is that's stopping you from living the life of your dreams. For me, it was doubt, it was fear, it was finances, it's still finances. But I choose today, on my birthday, on this Motivation Monday, to stop it, to show up, to stand up, to share, to serve, so that the people who are waiting on me no longer have to wait and they can live out the greatness that's within them. So, 10 women, I want to gift you personal time with me where I coach you to learn how to live the life of your dreams. There's no gimmicks, no gadgets, no give me this and I'll give you that. It is me really teaching you how I did this thing called Soar Beyond. You want to learn more about Soar Beyond? You need to visit my website at tiffanyreasley.com. You want to learn how to live that thing out? You need to contact me today. How can you contact me? Glad you asked. You can contact me at tiffanyreasley.com, which is my website, or you can link up with me on any social media platform at Tiffany R. Easley. I am determined for the next 365 days to help 10 bold women who are ready to soar beyond the drama, trauma, obstacles, struggles of life and live the life of their dreams. I want to teach you how to show up, how to share, how to serve, how to soar beyond so that you can do what you've been called to do. I know there's some greatness in you, and I know there's something that's resonating within you that you have yet to tap into, and I am here to help you. So I say happy Monday. I want you to go out. I want you to tackle your Monday. I want you to reach out to me. I want you to be inspired, be encouraged, be motivated. But most of all, I want you to begin to soar beyond so that you can live the life of your dreams. Until next Monday, have an amazing day.